All right, guys, we're sitting here with the victorious Blue Wahoos yet again. They've won each weekend, each series this year, coming out on an impressive, very impressive 13-2 season, probably the best regular season record of all time. Guys, how are we looking going into the postseason with, quite frankly, the best regular season ever?
We're feeling really good. Our pitching's been very solid, and we tended to be a second half team in terms of hitting. We really come out later in games and really start smoking the ball. So after we start doing that and we get our pitching down pat, I think we'll be really good.
Awesome. Ethan, you've had a heck of a regular season. Despite today, you did have some struggles. We're going to talk about that. You did have a tough day. How did you, at the plate and at the mound, how did you battle that to get yet another series win?
Yeah, I definitely struggled a little bit. I found it in game one, but then game two kind of fell off right there. But luckily, we were able to come back in game three. I knew I had to make up for it with my bat, and luckily, I was able to find one close to the zone and hit the walk-off. So
Yeah, huge walk-off for the Blue Wahoos. They put them over the hump for yet, as we said, another series win. How are we looking? Like I said again, 13-2 going into the postseason. One seed, it's huge. You're playing the 4 seeds, Sefner Surf Monkeys, who, yet again, they've been to the NLCS before. They've had a very strong team in the past. They've always been here every single year as a powerful force. And this year, they just didn't quite come out and perform like we expected them to. They're a very talented club, but they're the 4 seed. So what are you thinking about this team?
we're definitely not going to underestimate anybody. We never saw them in the regular season, so that's going to be a little tough. But it really just starts with the pitching. We get the pitching down, our hitting will follow as well.
Yeah, of course. All right, so how are you feeling? What's your faith in Ethan after this tough day today? Going in as your ace. I mean, I would have a lot of faith riding as most likely, undoubtedly, the Cy Young Award winner for the league. How do you feel that he will bounce back after a tough day like today?
Oh man, we all have confidence in Ethan.
Yeah.
We all look at him and he's leading us. So when we see him go out there and struggle a little bit, we know we're gonna be all right. We know we can swing it. We also have a valuable asset of a couple of bench bats we've got our reserve we need. So I think we have a really good team, and so with him leading us, I think we'll be just fine.
Awesome. All right, so as your first league in the PCWL, do you have any nerves going into this first ever postseason? Everybody does agree that the regular season is a lot different compared to our postseason here. The postseason, a lot of drama gets into it. There's a lot of adrenaline going in, and there's a lot on the line. Once you lose, you're not back here till November. Yep. So people are playing for keeps here. So what are you feeling like going into the postseason mentally?
Man, I'm feeling really good. I mean, I think today's game was this series was a really good aspect of what our game is. I was kind of targeted as the guy. They didn't really want to throw to me, but luckily they were throwing to me. So I think that's kind of building up the adrenaline, setting the level. So I think this is a good little starter for the playoffs, and I think we're going to come in rolling.
Awesome. All right, Captain. Like I said to him, going to the first ever postseason for you guys, this is a whole brand new team, all rookies. I mean, I know you played in other Wiffleball leagues before. This is not your first rodeo, but this is your first postseason for the Plant City Wiffle League, and other people can attest this is an intense postseason. Everybody wants to raise that commissioner's trophy at the end of the day. Everybody wants to be on the bottom of the dog pile in a few weeks. So what are you feeling, and how's your confidence going into this postseason yet as top dog right now?
Yeah, this was definitely a good series, like Carson said, to kind of get us prepared for that postseason. They were all close. I mean, as you can see from this season throughout, we've thrived under pressure. We kind of lived for that. We've had some comebacks, a lot of different comebacks, got the bats alive, everything like that. We're excited. We're excited for the pressure, and we're excited to see what comes out of it.
All right, guys, this is the Bay Area Blue Wahoos. Not sure what to expect going into this season. I really did not. And then came up, whipped our tails, the Ball Busters the first week. Really surprised us, and they've shown a lot of people what they're capable of, and we'll see what they can do in the postseason, guys. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys, just finished a big series here. The Bay Area Blue Wahoos took a close one to the Corkscrews, 2 walk-offs, and then a blowout game. Corkscrews won the blowout game. Marshall, you guys played the National League 1 seed very tough today. I thought you guys had a chance to win all 3 games. Actually, you were leading all 3 games, so I thought you guys played well today. And a couple of them just didn't come out on the winning end of that. How do you feel about your team after this performance today?
Does anybody disagree that we're the absolute worst team in the league? Does anybody?
I don't see anybody raising
Don't talk.
hands.
I got this. From head to toe, we are the absolute worst team in the league. Terrible pitching, terrible hitting, terrible defense, terrible chemistry. Everything about it is terrible. We come out here every Saturday and waste a beautiful Saturday. We work 5 days a week to come lay a fat turd on this field, and I am quite frankly sick and tired of it, Ben.
I don't disagree with you.
Wow. We have another report over here. Derek Verone does not disagree. Wow. Some strong words, Marshall. So are you going to keep this negativity rolling into the postseason, looking into the it's now elimination time. It's do or die, win or go home.
We're going to die. That's quite frankly, we're going to die. I mean, we don't show up in the regular season. We historically always never show up in the postseason. We get continually, beaten by subpar guys like Joey Perillo, in the postseason. So honestly, I'm excited for what kind of heartbreak this postseason is going to bring.
Okay, so speaking of heartbreak, worst team in the league, are you looking for a high draft pick this coming summer?
It won't matter at the end of the day. We spend all this money on these guys, these big contracts we dole out, guys like Ethan Hughes, Eli Garner. We sign big name guys and then they come out and play just absolutely terrible, just to be completely honest with you. I'm honestly not attracted by a high draft pick because at the end of the day, they're going to be terrible as well.
They're going to be terrible as well. Okay, I hear that. Okay, so high draft pick, don't like it. Would you consider you guys the Mets of the PCWL?
No, I'd say we're more like the Yankees in the way that, we pay big money for good players and they absolutely suck. All they do is strike out. We got Ethan Hughes, you can call him Giancarlo Stanton. We got Eli Garner, you can call him Joey Gallo. And we got a bunch of guys like me on the team, like DJ LeMahieu, that want to win, but we got a bunch of guys that don't want to win, quite frankly. They don't want to show up. They don't want to show up on time. They don't want to show up to play. So I'm really wondering what we're all doing out here at the end of the day.
Okay, this team had a lot of promise going into this year. I thought you guys were going to be really strong, had a couple big-time signings over the offseason. I thought maybe Ethan Hughes is going to go show up for the Corkscrews this year. Who would you say is the biggest bust this year for the Plant City Wiffleball League?
That's a good question, Ben.
Was it Alex Marshall?
No.
Was it?
You want me to answer the question or you want to take guesses? Because you got 4 more.
Was it Damian Bennett?
Anytime you got to cut loose a guy in the middle of the season, it's obviously it didn't work out. So that one's obviously a regrettable one. But Ethan Hughes, he comes out here and he gives me a solid 125 batting average every weekend. I can't be upset with it. It matches his weight at the end of the day, so I appreciate the consistency. We bring guys like Elijah Garner out here that doesn't hit the ball. It looks like he wants to go back, quite frankly. Damian Torres out here, strikes a guy out every once in a while, shakes his ass, wins the fans over, but he's not winning the coaching staff over. He continually can't close out games.
As of appealing to the fans, is this Corkscrews franchise, is this not a fan-appealing franchise? I mean, you seem to have a lot of character.
If you're a team that loves to watch, or you're a fan that loves to watch a good pounding, you love to watch a good comeback. You love to watch the threat of an upset. We regularly are the FCS team playing Alabama. We get out to a nice lead in the first quarter, and then they actually start trying. So, I do, in a way, appreciate all these teams, like the Blue Wahoos, letting us little guys stick around, the Make-A-Wish kids get a hit off Jacob deGrom every once in a while. But, we got a long way to go to be a competitive franchise, and quite frankly, I don't know if we're ever going to have what it takes.
Okay, Marshall, you have been
manager needs to be fired.
The who?
Manager.
Okay, a distant noise in the...
Yeah, the freaking gardener over here.
Yeah, all right. Derek over there is doing some work, hard labor, and he says, besides the point who he is, he says the manager needs to be fired.
Does Derek want to come ask me some questions? I'm sure Derek has some great questions. He's what?
Aaron Rodgers said that one guy reports a bum.
He's a bum.
Okay, so Marshall calls Derek a bum. Okay, all right, Marsh, that concludes...
2-1 series win over you guys.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's get Jabroni in here and ask some questions.
Yeah, so...
Let's get a new guy in here. I'm tired of this bearded fool.
All right, we're moving on to Derek Brown. Why are we switching interviewees?
Because I got a lot to say, Ben. You're not pulling it out of me.
How did it feel to take a 2-1 series loss to the Ballbusters.
Oh, it felt great. It's like, taking a jackhammer to the cock. Everybody loves it. You got to feel some pain every once in a while. Just for us, it's every weekend.
Yeah, you guys came in third place in the NL. Not last, so what do you feel about that?
We can't even be bad, right? We're the Jets.
You are the Jets. You guys are supposed to lose out for a better draft pick. Is this Cork True franchise coming to an end?
We might be coming into an end, in the way that the Devil Rays came to an end and turned into the Rays just without the success. But, let me talk to the fans for a second. I courageously battled COVID to get back out here on the Wiffleball field this weekend after a 3-week hiatus. I didn't want to make it 4, and I battled hard, through a terrible, terrible illness. And to come out here and just see this, it breaks my heart, quite frankly. And, okay.
Would you rather have COVID again than watch your team play? Would you rather go through those struggles?
Ah, man. Do I have a choice? Do I have a choice at the end of the day?
Tell me, would you rather come out here and watch your team play wiffle ball or go through the struggles of COVID again? Which one? Because they're both pretty bad, if you ask me.
At least with COVID, I had hope.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
All right.
That's good for me, guys.
All right.
Thank you.